live with another episode of Hot Talk Show. I got two fire guests with me, and y'all already know my boy Jimmy from the We Need to Talk Show. I just want to introduce yourselves right quick. Jimmy, I'm gonna start with y'all, man. Introduce yourselves, bro.
As you guys already know, it's your boy Convo and my beautiful wife Jaleesa over here from the We Need to Talk podcast. You know what I'm saying? Chiming in one time for the one time for my boy Is. Give it up for the Hot Talk Show. One time. One time.
And on my left corner, we got who? On my left corner, we got who?
Who? Which left? Who left? Me?
You. Yeah, you. Yeah, you.
So on Facebook, my name is Catalina, but I go by Kiana.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
That's what's up. Yo, Jim, give it up for
Let's give it up for Catalina one time.
Give it up for one time.
For the one time.
All right, y'all ready? We're about to start this. Y'all ready? I'm ready.
What's up? Let's do it, bro.
All right. So the topic going to be today is, are men emotional supportive? I already know the ladies going to say no, but we going to get at y'all.
Don't do that.
Nah, we definitely ready to chew y'all up. All right, so you ready? So I have a question. So you know the Hot Talk Show, I'll start with the guests first. So I got a question for Catalina, right? Like, have you ever been in a relationship where you lack emotional support?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
And how? So that man make you feel,
Oh, child, that man was a devil. So, like 2 years ago, I was dealing with somebody, and I'm the type of person, like some days I wake up, I just have a bad day, right? Or a bad morning, or I just don't feel myself. So we had woke up one morning and I just wasn't feeling right. Like something was off. I don't know what it was, but I just wasn't feeling myself. I wouldn't say I was feeling depressed that day, but just energy was off, like something wasn't right. Mm-hmm. So I remember we were sitting down on the couch and I said, "Hey, I don't know what it is, but like my energy is it's just not right. Like I'm just not feeling good, like mentally." This man said,
yeah, say it all. It's a Hot Talk Show. Say it all.
This man said, he looked at me, he said, "What's wrong?" I said, "I don't know. I can't really explain it. I just, something's just not right. Like mentally, I'm just not there today." He said, "Look, whatever it is, figure it out because you're not about to ruin my day."
Damn, that's crazy.
Bruh.
Honestly, he said that. Like, what can you say to that, right?
Hold on. How long was y'all together before this happened right here?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, child. Honestly, not long. It had to be a few months.
A few months.
So we started talking. We started dealing in like February. This had to be maybe like May or June. So it wasn't long at all. But I mean, really?
So
you say that to somebody?
Listen, now I want to ask you a personal question, right? And then I'm gonna get to y'all soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
So I want to ask you a personal question because I believe in everything go both ways, right? And I feel some things should be earned rather than given, right? So were you peaceful enough in that relationship to give that man a soft side? Because a lot of women, right, want a man to show their soft side, but they're not giving them an environment for their soft side.
Listen.
So I want to ask you, was you personally, this is a Hot Talk Show, don't sugarcoat.
Yeah.
Would you give him a peaceful environment for him so you can see that soft side from your sleep?
Honestly, I would. Like, I was that. Like, I am, when I'm in a relationship, I'm not I'm more so submissive, right? So I want to do everything that I can possible within, to make sure that everything is as peaceful as possible. I'm trying to be my man's peace, not his problems, right? But that man, when I said child,
that man would.
he wanted problems, not peace. So majority of the time, like when we would fight, argue, whatever, it mostly stemmed from him because the man had anger issues. He definitely did. There's been times where like I would ask him, like he would give me his phone to like order something to eat, and I would ask him like, hey, what do you want? He said, I don't know, pick. Don't tell me to pick because I might pick something that you don't even like. So I'm like, okay, do you want this or this? I'm giving you options now. This man would yell at me. This man, like, and when I say he would yell at me, he would start saying things like demeaning. He will be rude.
So hold on, Kat. Hold on. Because this dude sounds like some of the
earth.
Listen.
So since he sounds like so much of the scum of the earth, well, you got to stick your wine right now. You know what I'm saying?
That biggest mistake of my life, I promise you.
Let me ask you this: what attracted you to him then?
That's a good question, Jim.
No, you want to know what? Like, okay. 1, he's tall. 2, he has locks. 3, his complexion was gorgeous. But not just that, like within the first few weeks of us talking, I'm talking like A+. Then I don't know what happened. Like he was polite. He will cook for me. I mean, that didn't stop, but like as far as him just being nice and being polite and like being logical, he went from that and just did a whole 180.
Yeah.
Whole switch.
So
I don't know where it stemmed from. I don't know where it came.
The red flag that I've seen with that is because you named like 4 things that was just physical attraction. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't sound like you knew like who the guy was before y'all started dating. And I understand that when y'all did start dating, that he put on this facade like, I'm Prince Charming and shit like that. But we all do that. You probably did that too. You probably was fronting.
No. This man will be Chucky doll.
We all do that.
No. This man, when I say this man was Chucky, okay?
Chucky.
From good guy to just stone cold killer. You understand me?
So I'm gonna ask the guest, the We Need to Talk crew, a question, right? And I want to start with the ladies first. And Jim, I got you next.
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to start with Jalissa, right? So like you're a man, right? I mean you're a female, right? So how can a man show a woman emotional support to you, though?
Well, I can use her example. What he should have done, like. Instead of saying that wild comment, he could have been like, what can I do to make you feel better? How can I help?
Right.
Like showing up and not adding to it. Don't add to the chaos that's already going on in our heads or whatever. And it's so true. Like Monica made a whole complete song, just one of them days. Sometimes we just have some of those days. You have to know that and not add to it. Don't think it's automatically just you. Don't think it's automatically something. It could just be nothing and you just don't feel right. The main thing that I can say is don't add to it. Don't give attitude or don't do something to make me upset or something like that.
Now that is a fact. As we all know, you know what I'm saying, even as men, we know women are like emotional creatures, bro. But the thing about emotions is they change, bro, hundreds of times a week. You understand what I'm saying? You could be in a great mood on Tuesday just because you heard a bird chirp, bro. And then by Wednesday, you in the worst mood because nigga, one of your Dragon Ball Z characters just died on the show. You know what I'm saying? You in the merge mood. So emotions fluctuate so much. But with women, bro, them shits fluctuate, nigga, just because they look to their left.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So as men, in order to be able to cope and coexist with our women, we do have to understand that they go through some shit that we don't know the answer to, and they don't know the answer to it themselves.
Jim, I want to interject on, you know, because some people and some women, right? So we're doing women right now. So what if it come from past traumas? Like, how long should a man give you that emotional support if it's coming from past traumas? Like, I feel, why do I have to emotionally support you based off something that I didn't do to you? So when are you going to get the help to get over what you need emotional support of?
Is that a question for the ladies?
That's a question for anybody.
I have
a question for you, Jim. So should emotional support have like a time frame?
It's all gonna depend on how fast you start caring for this person. Honestly, if we just started, you know what I'm saying, and we ain't even like that yet, I don't have to care about you emotionally. I'm not really here in this. That sound like work that I have to put in already. In the beginning of my relationship, we should be focusing on getting to know each other and falling in love with each other, not me trying to fix you from day one.
But I mean, even that takes works as well, though.
Yeah, that does, and it steps to it. It steps to it. You can't just enter a relationship and just put your baggage out on the forefront. Try to tame that shit until y'all start caring about each other, and then you can start putting it out. Because shit, who knows? You might get with somebody, you might think they fuck with you. You tell them one of your deepest, darkest flaws that you have, they'll use that shit against you. You don't even know who you're talking to, really. You understand what I'm saying? So get to know the person. You know what I'm saying? You, of course, you know you got your things. That person know he got his things too. You know what I'm saying? Give each other time to like each other, to love each other, to care about each other, and then start putting that stuff out. But I think if you put it out too early, you'll start walking the person out the door before you even know it.
Yeah, you probably scare them away though. That's a fact though.
That's true. But then also, if you do have personal traumas that affects you in your everyday life, you kind of doing that person a disservice by not being upfront with them and not giving them honest and not like you're not giving them an opportunity to choose.
Like basic communication, especially with that, especially if you have past traumas, be like, hey, look, this is something I'm going through, whatever. And then see how it goes from there. That's not something you just dump on the person just out of nowhere and expect them to stay. Like, it don't work like that.
So
yeah, because sometimes, and I'm not saying to go into detail about your trauma, but sometimes if you keep that, maybe that person is not emotionally equipped to handle that situation, and then you already built something, and then they drop a bomb on you like that. It's like, wow, I don't know how to handle that. Then that kind of like throws a wrench into the relationship.
And then I'm gonna add one more thing though, right? Because society have that men cannot show feelings, right? So how can men show emotional support?
I hate that. So
no, let me get it out, because and that mostly be drawn out by women though. See, y'all want us to be emotional when it comes to y'all support, but when it comes to how we feel, you soft, you put to take it.
Stop being a bitch
ass nigga. All that, we get called names and all that. So how can a man support a woman if we can't show emotions within ourselves? You get what I'm saying? So you know me, right?
Great question.
Great
question.
I can't speak for all.
You guys have to stop with that macho man mentality and I have to be strong. I have to be that. I have to be that way, because then that's how we're gonna be like, okay, they don't have emotions, but when y'all do, and it's okay to show it, but you can't say you want to be masculine and macho and this and not have emotions. I don't care about that. It's fine. Whatever. I gotta put on a strong face, a tough face.
But we
and
like
then
that because
want to say, well, you have to care about my emotions. That's like contradictory.
But like we're like that because of society. We gotta be tough. Society want men to be tough. We gotta
right. And you guys are the society. Y'all make those rules because y'all run the world. Y'all run society.
Yeah, I think women make those rules. But you know me, right? Yeah, I know the hot talk show. You know the hot talk show, like we
But
do our
these rules were
research.
in place way before women even were in charge. These rules, that's what I'm saying. You guys make the rules. Y'all made society the way it is. Women started being in charge like 50 years ago, like started to come into play in rules and whatever. You guys did that.
So, all right, so you're saying it's men's fault why men can't. I think I agree with that too. Because like even in the home, when men being raised by their fathers want them to tuck their chin. You're supposed to be a man.
Don't cry.
All
Yeah.
that. Don't stop crying. Take it like a man. You're supposed to be a big. You're a big boy.
Yeah. But you know what? You're a big boy to the world.
I always hated that.
Go ahead, Kat.
No. Like I'm sorry. I just want to say, like, I hated that whole like stereotype anyway, because one, we're all human. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, in order for a man to be vulnerable, the woman has to make him feel safe enough too. Now, a lot of women out here, child, a lot of women out here, they don't care. Like I don't know what type of man they looking for, but even the hard niggas, they have feelings. They get emotional. They're gonna have bad days. They're gonna, we wake up one morning, nothing can happen yet, but he just wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Something's on his mind. Like, we have to be aware, just like the same thing happens to women as well. So it's like the whole, now I would say, and I definitely do agree that women have made men feel like they can't be open. They can't be vulnerable. And I hate that so much. Like, we're all human at the end of the day. Don't expect him to be there for you, but you can't be there for him.
It's like emotions a two-way street.
That's
exactly.
Marco for that. But Jim, and I guess, like, the hot talk show, like, I always do my research, right?
You already know.
Y'all ready for the hot talk show research? Your boy is always got them hot talk show research. All right? So, research number 1 from the hot talk show. How can a man show a woman emotional support, right? Number 1, she needs to feel loved and adored. She needs to sense your leadership, fellas. She needs to feel supported and encouraged. Encourage your women, man. Like, you know what I mean? She must feel safe. I got 7. I got 2 more. A man you must actively listen to her. She had to feel understood and able to hear and take in feedback. So I want to start with Jalissa, all right? So how can a man make a woman feel understood?
How can a man make actively listening and not necessarily trying to fix the problem, because some problems you can't be fixed, or you're not asking for it to be fixed. You kind of just want a listening ear, someone that's understanding and can see where you're coming from and kind of put themselves in your shoes and feel like, and see like, okay, I would feel this way if I was in that position as well.
Okay.
And then go from there. Like, okay, if you're in that position, what would you do? Like, how would you want someone to treat you? Not exactly like trying to find something to fix it, but like, how would you want someone to treat you, and if you were in that situation?
That's a good input. So with Captain Lena, I got a research question for you. So when they say she needs to sense your leadership, how can a man show the woman leadership?
Oh my God.
Yeah, we gonna get it, Jim.
Why you had to ask me that?
Uncomfortable for you?
No. Okay.
Another
and
question?
It's so crazy. I was thinking about all of this earlier. It's so crazy. As far as leadership goes, I always think about my dad and my brothers, right? So women, when we're going through it, or when we feel overwhelmed or overstimulated, whatever the case is, we can get irrational, right? So as far as the leadership aspect, I would say it's kind of like, and I'm a realist, but
Mm-hmm.
I do get crazy sometimes. Like I do think, just be thinking the wildest things, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to bring me back to reality. Like, okay, yeah, I understand how you feel. I understand, I get it. Or even if you don't understand, be like, okay, I understand you feel this way, but this is what it is. Or realistically speaking, like from a logical standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
for me, I can't speak for everyone else, but for me, that demonstrates for me a type of leadership that you have, because you're not just going with everything I'm saying. Like you're not just being a yes man because I'm in a bad mood, right?
I'm being a yes man
You're
out
like, right. It's like you're hearing me out. You're basically trying, you're listening to try to understand, but you have to bring me back down,
there. Mm-hmm.
right? So it's just like it's really it's really trying to understand, but also like, all right, this is what you have to do now, or this is, it's not. I don't want to say, he would say like it's not the end of the world or anything like that, but you'll be all right. You'll be fine.
Can I
I
ask you a question?
remember.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Can I ask you a quick
Well,
question?
yeah,
What was your longest relationship?
Mm.
3
Good question.
years.
Good
3 years. Okay. So in
Mm,
that 3-year relationship, have you ever said to that dude,
Mm.
you ain't my father, or you don't own me, you don't control me?
no,
You've never said those things to that
Stop
man.
the cat.
no. I
So
don't even like when other women say that
Stop the
to their
cat.
man.
Stop the
okay,
cat.
so it
I
sounds
never did. No.
like,
And I'm a headstrong woman, but I would never say that. Like I have
okay,
respect for my man, you know.
okay.
I can't.
So what about the guy that was the devil? Have you ever said those words to him?
I never said
Mhm.
it. No, I definitely told him you're a dick.
Mm.
You're
Oh,
an
wow.
asshole.
Why was he?
I said, "Oh
Why? Why?
man, listen."
So what was
But
he
the
doing though?
but and it's so crazy because he was older than me. He's like 8 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
And he listen, baby, I don't know.
So Jen, so
I
so
don't
moving on
know.
along. So Jen, I want to ask you. So you're a man, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
how can a man show a woman emotional, leadership?
Yo,
You're a
listen, man.
man. You're man.
So one thing I learned with that is don't try to justify don't try to justify your hurt that you put onto her. If you did something, if you said something that hurt her feelings, hurt her emotionally, and she comes to you with that gripe, don't say, I bet I did that because. You know what I'm saying? You have to
Yeah.
be understanding, like, oh, word, that did, damn, I bet, my bad. I'll try to fix that, you know what I'm saying, moving forward. I'm sorry that made you feel that way, but that wasn't my intentions. You know what I'm saying? You have to acknowledge the fact that you hurt somebody. That's how you be emotionally supportive. You have to acknowledge
Mhm.
their emotion. You know what I'm saying? And don't try to justify the emotion that you gave them with your own actions.
Mm.
There's no justification for it. Because, at the end of the day, slap my hand.
Slap the hand, Jalissa. Come
My
on,
hand.
see.
Boom. Right? I could take that as disrespect.
Mm.
You just slap my hand? Well, don't disrespect me. That the feeling of disrespect is an emotion. It's a feeling, right? But put your hand out. Was that disrespectful?
No.
Right. It's not disrespectful to her. It doesn't affect her emotions like that. But she doesn't have the right to tell me that by her slapping my hands, it didn't make me feel disrespected.
Mm.
She can't do that. So if I come to her, I'm like, yo, babe, look, don't be slapping my hand, bro. I take that shit as like utmost disrespect. That's like borderline suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? She like,
Our
boy,
talk show, we vote on him.
if she like, man, that's not disrespectful. I'm gonna slap your hand. You just got to get over it. Da da da. This, that, and the third. Now she's not being
Yeah,
emotionally
that's
supportive
not
for me,
cool.
Mm.
and then that's
That's
when we're
not
gonna
cool.
butt
Right.
heads. So that's how you be emotionally supportive. You have to understand that everybody's emotions ain't like yours, and emotions are real amongst both genders, and you just got to be respected. That's it.
Mhm.
Just yeah.
What time you
Respect
got on
plays
your
a
clock, Jim?
big part in that.
Say what?
What time
I
you got on your
got
clock?
10:28, bro.
28. All right, we got your DJ. Listening? Now, you ready? So, all right.
DJ.
All right, so what we're going to do right now, Hot Talk Show, we bringing something special. We bringing something different. So we're going to take a brief little break for a while. We're going to have a special performance for you guys. I got my boy, my big bro DJ right here.
What's good? What's good?
One time
for y'all. Give it up for him.
One time.
All right, so like before you perform, I want you to like to kind of introduce yourself and you know.
Yeah. Oh, are we doing it right now? I thought you said you were taking a break. All right,
we doing it right now.
I say that. All right. I go by Levi Music. That's my name on Instagram and Facebook. Singer songwriter. I've been doing this shit forever. So I sent you a link to my music on Apple Music and everything. But right now, I'm gonna just sing something for y'all or whatever.
Are you singing for us? All right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna sing for y'all real quick.
Nah, hold on, bro. Hold on. We can't just do that like that, DJ.
How we doing it?
Has been doing this, like you said, for a minute. This nigga done next to Drew Hill.
That's a fact.
Accolades. He been
look,
music out. This nigga's nasty. Nah, we ain't gonna just do that little shit you just did, DJ. You understand what I'm saying?
I respect it.
What's crazy is all three of us, we grew up on the same block. You know what I'm saying? We know each other very well. We're not gonna do that like that, DJ. You gotta mention that Drew Hill shit. You gotta mention all that shit, bro.
Yeah. Nah, I
rest
long
my case,
resume.
man.
I mean, I come from a former Capitol Records recording artist.
Yes,
I was
sir.
in a group called Project 718 for some time. Wrote for K. Michelle. Wrote for I worked with Drew Hill.
There you go.
With,
yeah, that's a fact.
Jordan Banks. I mean, the list goes on. I've been doing it for a minute. So yeah. So I got an EP out. Got an EP out right now. Apple Music everywhere. It's called Phase 1. And if we can, I don't know how we could pin it. Maybe we could put the shit in the comments.
Yeah, I got you.
So
Yeah.
Do that for me so I can check me out. Because right now, what I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna sing a song for y'all real quick, but it's a cover, so it ain't mine. So you can hear me and then go check out my shit.
All right, go ahead, do your thing.
You heard? All right, let's do it. Girl, I know this might seem strange, but let me know if I'm out of order for stepping to you this way. See, I've been watching you for a while, and I just gotta let you know that I'm really feeling your style, and I had to know your name, leave you with my number, and I hope that you would call me someday. If you want, you can give me your shoes, and if you don't want, then I ain't mad at you. We can still be cool. I'm not trying to pressure you, just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even really gotta be my girlfriend. I just wanna know your name, and maybe sometime we can hook up, hang out, just chill. Check it. Damn, I'm surprised that you called, cause from the way that you walked away, I thought I wasn't gonna see you no more. Since you didn't wanna give me your name, I thought that you were egging me and wasn't digging me. But anyway, what you doing tonight? I'll probably be with my peeps. If it's cool, then maybe you can swing by, or you can just chill with us, or you can just chill with me. Long as you're comfortable, you feel secure when you're with me, cause I'm not, you ain't even really got to be my girlfriend. I just wanna know your name, and maybe sometime we can hook up, hang out, just chill. can hang out, girl. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. I'm not trying to pressure you. No. You ain't even really gotta be my girl. I wanna know your name. Oh. Hook up, hang out, just chill.
Ooh, that was dope, my boy. Yo, give it up for my boy DJ, man.
That boy.
Yeah.
Yo,
You
Jim,
fucking with that?
give it up one time, Jim.
Go check out my shit, man. Share
fact.
my shit if you fucking with it. We missing that R&B, that heavy shit, that nigga
He
shit, that
definitely
guy
has
shit.
that
You
90s
feel me?
vibe.
And you know what's crazy? When was who was the last R&B male artist from Brooklyn?
I can't even call it right now. Who would
DJ
DJ?
was.
DJ, that's it. Like,
DJ.
I can't even call it. So
right,
trust
support
me,
the man, yo. Especially if you're in Brooklyn, support the man. Let's make history.
Definitely support.
Yo,
Definitely, I'm working right now.
Instagram anything? You want to say your Instagram anything before you go?
Yeah. My Instagram is at Lavad Music. So that's LAEVAD MUSIK. All right, that's Lavad Music. Also, let me just put it out there. I just got a movie score, song score on the show, the Shah. So
Fire.
September, October.
Give it up for that.
I need to come back up here too, and promote that shit too. So thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yo, one love, bro. That's a fact.
Hey, bro,
Definitely appreciate it.
Pulling up.
Appreciate you, bro.
I bet you already know, y'all. Good luck.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Yerrr. Yo,
Right there.
did y'all enjoy that? That was fire, right?
Yeah.
That was lit, right?
That was
now
lit.
we're back to the show. So we already know, right, that emotional needs come from both sides, right? So I don't think they're ready for the ladies. I don't think the ladies ready for this one.
Before we get into it, I
Ask
know
the
you
question now.
Hold on. We got to welcome the homegirl Jasmine to the panel. Give it up for the one time. Nah, because
she don't go to no late. She late to work and all that. Bro.
I think
late to work, bro.
That's a fact.
Jim, she late to work, bro.
Yeah, nah, is in host mode right now, so I get it.
I keep forgetting, bro.
I
just got excited about that performance, bro. That's what it was.
Yeah, nah, that was fire.
That was dope. So here we go, right? So I'm gonna start with the hot talk show research on what men need from women from an emotional standpoint. I don't think the ladies ready for this, all right? So what do men need from women when it comes to emotions? We need respect, acceptance, trust, affection. Number 5 is sexual fulfillment. I ain't even ready for that. we got honesty, family commitment, and make him your priority.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get this out. So Jim. Hold on, Jim. So you're a guy. So I'm gonna start with you. I got y'all, ladies. Don't worry about it. I got y'all. So Jim, I'm gonna start with you. So since you're a guy, right? So how can a woman make a man feel sexually fulfilled? I'm gonna go vulgar with this one.
All right. Well, shit. That's self-explanatory. If the communication is there, and shit, he verbalized to you that he likes something, at least try. You know what I'm saying? If it's not disrespectful morally to you or your religion or whatever your beliefs are, you know what I'm saying? If it's just borderline nasty, you got to get borderline nasty and a little bit over before you.
Amen.
You got to jump off the bridge sometimes. Bro. That's the best advice for that. You just gotta be optimistic and you know what I'm saying, very adventurous. Because once he put on that, it's over. You know what I'm saying? So,
they get mad and all that. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
So you answer that. You answer that question too, bro. Like, so how can you be supported in that aspect?
It's more like communication. Like if I tell you something, if I like a certain way, if you're not doing it sexually, I'm like, yo, like you're not fulfilling my needs. It's all about communication. Sex is communication, right or wrong.
Absolutely.
A lot of it is, for sure.
Yeah. Right?
So how would you tell them?
But see, my question is though, just because it's communication. Hold on, I'm going somewhere. Just because
I have a huge question right now.
Hold on, wait. Just because somebody can communicate with you sexually, that don't mean they can fulfill it though. because they
Oh,
might
yeah,
know what they're doing,
that's a
Right.
fact.
right?
True. Yeah.
So should a man stay in that relationship if he's not getting sexually fulfilled? Because remember, that's part of his lack of support, emotional support.
Yeah, but I don't think that that is the hugest caveat to end a relationship that you care about. Now, like I said, there's levels to this shit. If y'all just kicking it and y'all just fucking with each other for like y'all new to this relationship and like love isn't really there, then yeah, Shorty could beat it. Shorty could kick rocks. But if you in some shit, because you remember we change as the years go by. So there might be certain positions and shit you like to do when you was younger that you ain't gonna like to do when you 30. You ain't gonna like when you or you can't do when you 30, 35. You can't bend
And
that
they
way or
can't
whatever.
go up that
Yeah,
high.
nigga, you catching cramps now. You feel me? But if you since you're changing sexually, your desires are changing. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to understand that. I bet I'm invested in this woman. We got a family, we got a house, or whatever the case may be. Just because she don't like doing doggy style no more, I'm not going to leave the relationship alone. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it depends on. But if this is the beginning stages of my shit, and God forbid me and Jaleesa get divorced, I find somebody else. I'm 35 years old, and she don't like doing something that I don't like doing sexually. I don't have to stick around, bro. I don't have to because I'm not invested. You know what I mean? And I don't think that sexual desires or fulfillment, quote unquote, is enough to break apart a family and a love bond.
So I want to get Jasmine heated up a little bit. So I'm gonna go to Jalissa and collect the link after her. She got to get heated up a little bit.
Got to run the car a little bit. I got you.
So Jai, I want to ask you, right?
What?
So how can a woman make a man feel like he is her priority? And she don't want to answer that.
No, that's simple.
How is it simple? Go ahead.
It goes along with the other things like showing you respect and being there for you, supporting you. Ooh, my mic fell.
It's all good. Do your thing.
Supporting you, like for instance, like how I'm doing the show. I'm supporting you, right? Boom. I'm showing you you're my priority. It's late as hell. I want to go to sleep.
Nah,
but
real
I'm
shit
here
though.
doing the show.
Real shit though. Good shit. I respect that too, because Jaleesa be doing the same shit. She got work in the morning too. So I told her, hey, we got to hop on the show. So this is the support, bro, that we ask you for as entrepreneurs.
Priority. That's what. So I'm gonna ask Catalina. How can you know? So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ask three of y'all different questions. I'm not gonna ask y'all the same one, right? So how can women show the man affection?
Honestly, and this is just me speaking, you can't show.
That's how you feel affectionate.
Honestly, you can't show affection if it's not there. Like, yeah. Hold on.
I think she's not affectionate, bro.
Yeah, you probably not.
Affectionate, bro.
What?
That question should be too easy to answer if you was like that.
Way easy to answer.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No. So, all right. Okay. For my man, how to show affection? Like, listen, be on him. What do you mean? Like, now there could be different types of. There could be different types of affection, like like acts of service. Like, I'll cook for mine.
Okay.
I'll clean for mine.
There you go.
I'll watch him. I'll sit and watch him play the game. I'm a gamer too, but I'll watch him play the game. I'll cheer him on, even if he getting his ass washed. Like, love up on him, kiss up on him, like compliment him. Just literally the only thing you can do is just adore him. If you really do, like, and a lot of people, they be in relationships and they don't really adore their person. So it's like, just if that's your person, that's your man, that's your woman, love up on them, show them love, show them affection. Be in a sense, like, you have to be selfless. It's not just about you, it's about you and them. You know, it's like you have to have a different mind for that, or you have to think differently, especially if you're with somebody. So just like again, hey, show up.
Mhm.
You got to be like their number one biggest supporter, biggest fan, everything.
That's real.
And that's real. So I got one for Jalissa. Since you and Jimmy are married, y'all family, right? So how can a woman show a man family commitment?
Family commitment. Being there for your family. Okay, so you got kids. You gotta make sure they are right. Like they gotta go to appointments. You there? You taking them, making their appointments. You making sure they clean, that they healthy, that they're emotionally okay, that they're doing what they're supposed to do in school. You got to give them boundaries. You got to teach them how to be functional people in the world.
True.
And you have to do that with him. So you both have to like be on it. We both have to partner up and do these things together because we are raising our family. And it can't just be one person doing everything. Everybody has to. These are our children. We both have responsibility to our children to teach them things from both perspectives.
True that.
Like what we do the other day, we play I was up till 12 in the morning playing Uno with them, knowing I had to get up to go to work at 6 in the morning the next day. Things like that, like being there, being present with your family.
That's true.
That's true. So I want to ask Jasmine a question, right? Because with emotional support come feelings, right?
Right.
So how can someone make somebody's feelings feel like validated?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Ah.
She always
was waiting for that one, bro.
You this and that, so
Yeah.
answer that question.
When your partner is telling you, hey, you did this and it made me feel like this, your response should never be, well, how can I put this? I didn't do that. Or my intentions weren't to make you feel that. Just apologize. Just say, I'm sorry you feel that way. How can I fix it? I'm validating your feelings by saying, this is how you feel, and I want to fix it. Just fix it. That's how you validate somebody's feelings. Don't get in defense mode and you feel attacked and want to argue and have a debate and battle all the time. It doesn't have to be that all the time.
But what if that woman not giving you like I said before, like I said earlier, right? Like you have to give a man or anybody an environment to care about your feelings, though.
So if you don't care about
you can't be unpeaceful to me and expect me to care about your feelings.
If you don't care about your partner's feelings, then a lot of things need to be reevaluated. A conversation needs to be had because we can't both be invalidating each other's feelings because then we're just going to start to hate each other.
I asked a question on Facebook too.
There's gonna be a lot of resentment. Yeah,
a lot of resentment,
and that's a fact. And I want to ask it, and I asked a question on Facebook too, right? And I want to ask, let me see. I'm gonna go with Jimmy on this one, right? So can you love somebody but not like them at the same time?
Hell, fucking yeah, bro.
Go deeper on that.
So
please explain that because
explain that.
Okay. My mom, I love her to death, right? Don't like some of the decisions she made. You know what I'm saying? Jalisa at times. At times I don't like Jalisa. At times Jalisa doesn't like me. But we love each other to death.
So not liking your partner is kind of normal.
Yeah.
It can be normal, right?
Yeah, listen, man. People look at this relationship shit as it's a fucking Disney movie. We get mad at each other. We have arguments. You have times where you think you're splitting up. You have fucking. It gets crazy. You say the wildest shit to each other, then you work through it. But in those moments, we don't like each other. You understand what I'm saying? So it's very, very possible to love someone and not like them. Now, if you you can't love someone and hate them, at the same time, because love and hate goes and coincides with each other. Liking and maybe just disliking something that you do, those coincide with each other. But you can definitely love somebody and not like them.
Right.
Like what they do.
Right. So for a great example of that would be, I don't know if you guys saw that movie with Denzel Washington when he was the father and he was like a very stern, strict ass father, right?
I heard about that.
Yeah.
What he said to his son, because his son was like, why don't you love me? You know what I'm saying? So they had like a discussion in the backyard, and it boiled down to, why don't you love me? No, he said, why don't you like me?
Mm-hmm.
He said, nigga, because it's not
Oh
my
yeah,
to like you.
Not my job to like it.
He said, do you have a roof over your head? Do you have food to eat every night? Do I not go outside and bust my ass so you can have a living clothes on your back? He said, I do that because I have a duty to love you and be your father. I don't have a duty to like you. It's not my duty to like you. And that is some real shit.
That's real shit, but that's how you build a narcissist too.
A narcissist.
Everybody want to throw that word out there, but go ahead, elaborate on that.
If you're in a household where your emotional needs as a child is not being met, but yet you have structure and discipline, but you're not getting hugged, you're not being told I love you.
No type of emotional like support. Yeah.
That's the importance.
Someone that's going to invalidate everyone else's feelings,
especially as a kid.
That's true, and that is the importance of having mother and father there, because mother would be able to balance that feeling. Mother would be able to kiss on him and
it can't just be mother.
It can't just be mother.
It can't just. Yeah.
There's going to be times.
Because some mothers
some mothers don't show that affection as well. You're right, especially in the ghettos where everybody is stressed the fuck out. Nobody's making a surplus of money, and they can't go on vacation. They can't go see the movie.
Or the mother's just crazy, and they haven't been through it, so they don't know how to give it to their child. I go through that. Like
that's true.
My mom is like emotionally, she's not there.
Mm-hmm.
She's not. So it's like there's a lot of things, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to cut you off.
No,
so there's a lot of things like I had to learn myself, as far as, you know, being able to show my emotions, or being able to show my emotions and it'll be okay, right? And not get scolded for it, not get yelled at or anything like that. So that's a different type of situation.
All right, can I bring this full circle right quick? I want to go around the table with our ladies, since we got 3 ladies. I'm gonna start with Jazz, because she just came through to the building. Jazz, do you need a man for anything?
Yes, many things.
Come on, Jen.
You need a man? Okay. All right. I ain't gonna say it's Kat. She says she do. She need a man.
No, I do. I'm not capable of completely running my household without a man.
Okay.
A man for many things.
Okay. You, Kat, do you need a man?
Do I need one? No. I want one. Yes.
You don't need a man. So
you know what? Let me not say it. Wait. Let me double back. Do I need a man? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. It sounds like, some of these women are getting humbled nowadays. Do you need a man, man?
Listen, when it comes to spice,
she already got it, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So here's the thing. All right, here's the thing that I think is only half is being. Well, this is how it may not be real for every woman out there, but do I need a man? No, I don't need a man to live, but I do need. When I'm in a relationship, I do need him. I do need him to love me. I do need him to support me. I do need him to be faithful to me. I do need him to be there and show up for me. And I need him in those aspects. I do need him. Yes. Okay. But I don't need him to live. No. Okay. And I think that's a lot. Like, people are saying, oh, I don't need a man. They don't need that man to live, but they do need that man.
Yes, I do, because I see a water bug or a spider. I need him.
Because
if I don't have him.
Right, yeah, you need him to kill
the Because if he don't, I'm dying. That's it. I'm dead. That's it. That is it.
Can I
So
interject
yeah.
a little bit? Like, can I interject right quick?
You go ahead. I was gonna bring it full circle, but go ahead, bro.
Yeah. I'm good, or you wanna?
You straight, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So everybody went. All right. So because I had this talk on one of our episodes before that women think the only thing women want for nowadays. All right, can we agree, ladies? Right? And don't sugarcoat. The most that y'all highest standards nowadays is money from men.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No.
Stop capping.
Stop the cap.
Jim, wait. I ain't done yet, right? But I still said there's some things that you still need a man for. Okay, he might not have the money, but the toilet break, a man can do that. If you need to carry a heavy bag, a man gonna be there to do that for you.
I lift weights.
That's nasty. So what I'm saying is, right,
I lift.
it's still some things that a woman need a man for other than money.
Right.
Money. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I don't need you for your money. I need you for the other things.
But
right.
money's a deal breaker in most relationships.
So I want to ask Catalina, right? So what's your standards in order?
Say again?
I said, what are your what is your standards in order when it comes to men?
In order.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So top five. Let's do
your top five standards in
all
order.
Right, I don't really have a top. Okay. I could do 5. I think I could do 5. I think I could do 5. Okay.
Dreads.
Nah. Girl, no. No, never, no.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
He did it for her. You don't want no more dread mom them.
Nah, no more. I might have to write this down. Okay. Number one has to be genuinity and honesty. You have to be honest with me. I don't ask for nothing else. That's like the top thing. 2. Okay. Okay.
8-inch dick. Go ahead, say it.
Not even.
How you gonna know your standards?
Okay. So one, you have to be genuine. You have to be honest. 2, you definitely have to have a sense of humor. Cause if you're dry and boring, ain't gonna work.
Okay.
3, for me, you have to be attractive in some way, shape or form. Oh, you said in order. Shit.
Oh, and you're already capping.
Why'd you say that? That messed me up. Okay. Honesty and genuinity. You have to show me that you're able. So leadership skills. That would be number 2. 3, funny or a sense of humor. 4, attractiveness. 5,
the money. Where the money at? Where the money? Come on
now.
The money
at?
Honestly, the money would be 6. Because when I'm with somebody, I don't look at their pockets. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're not taking care of what you need to, if you're not building yourself, if you're not upping yourself, that should be a given.
That kind of go under leadership.
Yeah, that would go under leadership, right? I would think so.
So what would number 5 be then?
I'm listening.
5, he gotta blow your back out, right?
Yeah, man. Does that have to be 5 though? Can I be
if
like
it's not
4?
If it's not that or money, that or money gotta come in the top 5.
It's so specific. Which it's captain now.
But yeah, that's it.
Because I never heard of a girl staying with an honest dude with a small dick.
Listen, I would.
You
So
listen, it's not about the size of the
wait. Good money?
No.
What that mouth do?
It's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion in the ocean. That's it.
So I want
it's about the motion in the ocean.
So I'm gonna ask.
It's so funny how every guy always talking about size, but girls be telling y'all it don't a lot. I'm not saying all girls. Some girls do want a big, but a lot of girls say no. It's how you use it.
It's how you.
Yo, Jim.
And when they say that, y'all just ignore it. Like We are literally telling you what it
We're
is.
telling you.
Yo,
Stop
Jim.
Men
trying
don't
to make
listen.
They don't. They don't. They say
Men-
we don't. They don't.
Men don't listen. Y'all would
but
take the
Jim.
one thing that's not even the main factor in the conversation and be stuck on that. No.
Because as soon as y'all mad at us
That's
or
what I
break up
said.
with us, your dick little anyway. Yeah, that's what y'all
I
say.
don't see. I don't
Because
see.
I'm-
You can't speak for every woman. You can't.
That's why.
Most women say that's not an
No, they
insult. That's
don't.
not an insult that guys say to
You've
guys.
been
can't
to
say
most
that for
women.
every woman,
You've
though.
seen most
Nah, I
women.
haven't seen most women, but
Exactly.
listen, that insult is made from women. When the last time you heard another dude that wasn't gay say another dude, "Oh, with your little ass dick"?
Yes, it is a woman insult.
Yeah, that's
They
an
know
insult,
that's
bro.
going to kick you. It may not
Hey,
even
yo,
be
Jim.
true, but just the fact that they know
Come
that
on,
it's going
son.
to get
Pause.
is why they say it.
Oh, yeah,
It might
yeah,
not
right.
even be true.
Yo, so I have a all
That's
right, and I realized something, right? All right, wait, all right, before I say this, all right, so what's your standards when it comes to men? Give me like three. Give me three in order.
Integrity.
Well, I had to do
Wait.
5.
I'm going, yeah, let it go. I'm going somewhere. Go ahead.
Integrity.
Uh-huh.
Spirituality.
Uh-huh.
Only 3?
3, 4, 5.
All right.
I don't want to be 10.
Integrity, spirituality, sex, financial stability.
Uh-huh. All right, so Jalissa, what about you? What's yours?
I got to be attracted to you.
Uh-huh.
You have to be honest. You have to be able to take care of yourself. You got to be funny.
Uh-huh.
And faithful.
Wait, hold on, Jim. I want to say something. You notice none of them say emotional support.
Mm.
So why are we having this discussion then? So
Mm.
why do men have to be emotionally supportive if that's not your priority?
If that's your shorty, that's
it's like a subcategory.
A subcategory.
No.
To those things that we find important. Emotional support is a necessity. You have to be able to emotionally support your partner. That's point blank.
But I asked all 3 of y'all, what do y'all need from their standard? None of y'all said emotional support. So I'm saying,
but I mean, if that's my man and I'm his shorty, that should be a given,
Automatic.
regardless of what.
no, I'm
That's all
saying
that.
emotional support
Why am I? No.
should be earned, not given. It should be earned. Like I have a personal example.
So I'm with my man for a
I
year.
gotta get this
So I'm
out.
with my man for a
break that
year. I
down,
still
break
have
that down,
to
bro.
earn
Let me get this
emotional.
out.
Cook, bro, cook.
This
Break that
out.
down.
Let me get this out.
Yeah, cook, bro. Go ahead.
Let me cook, bro. Because this is my problem with men. And I'm going to move on with this. Because I'm tired of this, man.
Hold
on, let me talk, right? You got these women who say, a man got to earn my femininity. He got to earn me being feminine, right? That should be built up inside you, right? You have women that say a man got to earn my submission, right? Mm-hmm. So women got to earn my emotional support.
I don't think so.
You cannot be.
I don't agree.
Wait, let me talk. You cannot be unhealthy towards me. Don't respect me, not loyal to me. You're toxic towards me, but want my emotional support.
Mm-hmm. Are you in a relationship if all of that is happening?
If we're not getting into a relationship, if that's not nah, bruh.
Right.
If I already see that in the beginning where you're being disrespectful, I see certain signs. I see, like, especially if you're the type of person who pays attention to other people and see their habits and see, like, you just see what's going on. First of all, you're not going to get into a relationship with them expecting them to be emotionally supportive if they're just a fucking dick. Like, what you just explained, that's an asshole. Why would I want to be with a person like that?
All right. So, you got anything to say about that? Now, she can chew me up. Now, she don't got nothing to say. She can chew me up, but go ahead.
Let me get to it. Relax. I'm going to get to it. So, basically, when it comes to a woman showing that soft side, I do feel like it should come naturally. Now, you are controlling that environment for me to be my feminine self. If you let me talk. Let me finish. If you
As
are
a leader, yes.
a leader one, if you are doing fuck shit, if you are doing things I don't like, if you're disrespecting me, if you are not attentive to my needs and my, what do you call it, love languages, I'm gonna be a little hard.
Even
I'm
if you
not
say
gonna be
things
as soft
that's disrespectful,
because
yeah.
you're not paying attention to me.
How you-
If I'm with someone, if you're my partner, I know your energy, I know you, I know what you like. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing those things. Sure, I might fall short sometimes, but a conversation can be had,
Yeah.
right? The
No,
man sets the tone for the environment. I heard someone made an analogy. I think it was Pastor R.C. Blakes. What did he say? He said that basically the man is the gardener and we are the seeds. The woman we are the seeds. If you're putting pesticides, spraying pesticides all over your flowers, that shit is not going to grow. It's really
That
not.
shit is backwards. He got that shit backwards, man.
It's not backwards.
That is
He's
super
been
backwards.
married for 40 to 50 plus
Yeah,
years.
but that's the same guy that
listen.
he was treating his woman right. So that's we gonna move on with that though.
Listen, hold on.
Wait.
Yeah,
How do men want to be leaders and expect us to see them as leaders if they're not listening to what we're telling them? And it's so crazy, right? Because it's all so simple. And y'all are just not.
They want to be
like,
leaders, but then they expect for the female to lead. How is that? How does that happen? You want me to start doing something, but you're the leader. You're making me in a leadership position by wanting me to do it first.
And you have 3 women sitting on this podcast telling you what you can do to help create a better environment.
Here's my thing with that.
Like, no.
When people start off in relationships, females, when you first starting off, they are submissive.
Yes.
That's not true.
Oh
yes,
my God, that is so true.
No,
it is true.
Wait.
But then the guys start doing shit they don't like.
No.
That's so true.
No.
It is true.
What happened?
She said when people start like fresh in a relationship, that the woman usually starts off submissive. It's not until the guy starts doing fuck shit that makes them more masculine.
Because I definitely
that was the case with my ex, yeah.
How y'all go from?
They said that.
Whoa.
That was the case with my ex, yeah.
How y'all go from saying submission is supposed to be earned to we already submit to y'all? That don't make sense, bro.
No,
I don't agree with that.
I never said that either. I don't know where y'all.
But then there are some men that put on that,
and you can tell. You can see that because when you starting off a relationship, everybody is on their best behavior.
Yeah, the representative is in
so they do start off like that.
Yeah, and then shit just changes. Shit switches.
Well, what switches is the woman starts showing her true fucking colors, nigga.
No,
come on, Jim.
Listen. The reason why
said in the beginning of this show, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not going with that.
We're gonna rewind it. We're gonna rewind it. And then I'm
like
you can
say. Go ahead.
You guys' nature and our nature shows what it is. Women are reactive. They don't start off No, men do that. We are reacting to how you treat
how you're acting. Yes.
Listen, man. I hear it sounds great, and I actually hear butterflies in the background.
It sounds great.
But listen, ladies, listen. I asked you guys a couple minutes ago. I asked you guys a couple minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? If you need a man, right? This is why. Okay. Honestly, y'all all three said y'all need a man, except for Conda Jaleesa, but y'all said y'all need a man. I think it's cap, but we're gonna roll with it. But the majority of women would easily tell you, I don't need no man for shit. I do shit on my own, this, that, and the third, do, whoop-de-whoop. That attitude, that feminist attitude is what killed chivalry. What you girls are asking for, you're asking for a chivalrous dude, a dude that's gonna sit there and attend to your needs, your emotions, and just whatever the case may be, and be soft to you and understanding. Men don't treat men like that. If you have a masculine attitude, I'm gonna treat you like a nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Period. Women do not.
So
they don't.
But look, it don't start off like
that.
I'm not saying that it starts off that way. But if we're going to continue a relationship and you're going to continue to be masculine just because it's not the beginning, I'm going to give you this masculine energy back. I'm going to treat you like one of the homies. Stop. Yo, what you in your feelings for? That shit don't matter. Because that's
So
what I would tell. That's what I would tell my brother.
So what is a feminine woman to you?
A feminine woman is a woman that understands when it's time to
shut up.
Rebel. You know, I don't want to really say it like that because it sounds
It
sounds misogynist.
But no, for real, a feminine woman knows
respectfully. Okay,
she knows when to assert herself.
mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Not every situation calls for you to try to take the lead. I understand what you're saying. Oh, you guys don't be leading, so y'all put the girl in a position to lead. That's because y'all niggas ain't listening to us. So if y'all not listening, our only other option is to try it your way. Because it's the only way anything's gonna get done.
It's gonna get done. Mm-hmm.
That's the only way anything's gonna get done. Y'all too hard-headed. Y'all don't believe in the man's vision. Y'all don't understand it. Not saying you guys here, but women in general. You don't hear your men, and you don't allow us to be men, and that's not an emotional thing. You know what I'm saying?
But our men don't allow us to be women as well.
We want y'all to be women, but we don't want y'all to be thotty ass women. Y'all don't want to hear that shit.
I can't speak on
y'all don't want to hear that shit. Y'all don't want to hear a man tell you, yo, don't be out there shaking your ass in the club. Y'all don't want to hear that shit.
But that should go with respect. If you don't respect him, if she don't respect you, she's gonna do what she wants. Clearly, she don't respect you.
Facts. But she don't respect nobody though. It's not just me. It's not me especially. It's a woman to a man thing.
And I want to kind of
society lets y'all do that.
I'm gonna kind of move on a little bit because to be on a little time frame though. This is definitely heating up though. My bad.
Oops,
though.
sorry.
My bad. You know the stream y'all joint.
It's getting heated, bro. This is a conversation for the books now.
That's right. So I want to interject a little bit, then we're gonna move on a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So and I said something before too. And is it that men are not good leaders, or some women just have to be good followers? Because you have
both of them.
Because hold on, because you go on a date with him. Hold on. Because you could go on a date with a man, right? And he could show you good qualities of like of a leader though.
Mm-hmm.
If he
just
got
based off one date?
No, not one date. It's based off conversations. It's based off him being he's sticking by his word. Because I say financial stability. If he's financially stable, right? He stick by his word. He's loyal. He commitment, right? And he keep out his word. So, like, I want to ask, right? And this is a question I always want to ask. And I want to ask, being that you married, right? So I want to ask you this question, right? How do you follow Jimmy?
How do I follow Jimmy?
That's a good question.
From the front. Now let me stop this.
I follow him to the bedroom.
Naked, nigga. What you talking about, nigga?
You hard? You say he hard?
Nah, honestly, if he tells me something and like with this show, I'm following his lead. I don't know shit about this, so what can I say? I don't know. I'm gonna have to listen to what he says. But if it's something that I know or with the cars, he knows about the cars. I don't know, so I'm gonna follow him. But if it's something that I know more of and he might not, then I'm gonna be like, this is how it is, or whatever.
Knowing when to interject. Prime example of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I know you gotta, if he's an expert in that thing, then I'm going to listen and follow what he knows, because I don't know anything. You can't jump into something not knowing something and trying to lead. You can't be a leader if you don't know what you're talking about.
Can I ask you a question right quick, baby?
What's up?
What is 2 plus 3? Say it louder.
5.
All right. What is 4 plus 1?
5.
Right. There's 2 different ways to get to 5. So even if you feel like you know something, right? Does that mean that my 4 plus 1 is wrong? Just because you know 2 plus 3?
No, it doesn't mean that.
And that's where it becomes important to where y'all got to know when to say, you know what? Maybe this nigga's on to something too.
Yeah.
It's a fact. Captain, you got something to say about that? Then we're going to move on.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, you got something to say about that? And then after that, we're going to move on. I'm going to
Honestly, trust is a big factor too.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to trust the
I
person.
can't trust you to lead if you're not trustworthy.
Right.
So it's like it okay.
That's what's stupid.
There's just, as far as, and I just think about all the men in my life, right? Like, for example, my father, certain things I don't trust my father with because I know he don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So, but other things,
Well, they got Facebook?
yeah, he would not see
yeah.
this, but he would not see this podcast. But trust goes in with that as well. So it's like, if I'm trusting you to lead, or if I'm thinking in my mind that you are a leader, if you project yourself as a leader, I'm going to trust what you say and I'm going to follow your lead based off of that. So, yeah.
That's a fact. I agree with her. If I don't trust you, if I don't trust you,
She's about to slap you, bro.
if I don't trust you, you can't lead me nowhere. It's always going to be a battle. So if the trust was lost within the relationship, it has to be earned. There has to be reassurance. There has to be effort put in from both ends so you can be able to lead me again. Because I'm not going nowhere with you if I don't trust you.
But you know what I realized, though? You know what they both did? I asked them, how can a woman follow a man? You're the only one that answered it right. Because what they're going to do is they're talking about they hold men accountable. But I asked them, how can a woman follow a man without a man? Hold on.
What's her comment?
I asked, right? How can a woman follow a man without a man got to give you a reason? Because we can't lie. It's bad thing. It's
you ain't say all that.
Hold on. It's such. Wait.
You ain't say all that.
Hold on. Wait. Let me talk. Because there's such things as being a good leader and a bad follower. That's exist, right? Do that exist, right?
For sure.
Right. So a man can be a good leader. So I'm asking y'all, how can a woman be a good follower without putting a man reason? He got to be this. He got to be that. What do a woman have to do to be a good follower?
She got to be raised. She got to be raised. She got to be raised to be a follower. And she has to be raised to be a follower, bro. To follow a man's lead.
You know what's crazy is I was thinking this the other day. You said you have to be raised to be a follower, but we never raise our children to be followers. We always tell them don't follow people.
Be a leader.
Black people don't. Black people don't raise their kids that way. The Spanish household teaches and raises the daughter to serve the man.
Yeah, and then when the man fucks up, they get either killed or shot or stabbed. So
I
mean, take your words wisely now.
You're going into details. I'm just saying, we generally typically tell our children, do not be a follower, be a leader.
Be a leader.
That's what so you can't expect for them to do that if that's all they grow up with. Be a leader. You don't go into detail about all the little specifics. We just tell them to be leader, don't be a follower.
Because even if you're a follower, you still get disrespected. You still get, like, us women, for us to follow men, and I can't speak for every relationship in the world, but you still get disrespected. You still get lied to. You still get cheated on. You still expect me to follow you?
All right. So can I please say one thing? Por favor.
Make it make sense.
All right, one more, Jim. You go ahead, then Jazz, go ahead, then we're going to move on,
all right. Here we go.
You have to give me a safe space to let you lead. I'm going to I'm going to follow your lead. But if I start feeling uncomfortable, and not the good uncomfortable, because, they say, like, it's okay to be uncomfortable sometimes. That means you're evolving, you're progressing in life. If I'm uncomfortable, as in I'm starting not to trust your way of leading, what do you expect? It's not a safe space for me. I'm going to start pulling back. No, thank you. You're not a leader.
Just like...
Okay, now we have a panel full of women and an internet full of women that just basically said, if you're not eligible or show qualities or this space thing or whatever to be a leader, then I'm not following. Which basically it means you're not worthy of being followed, right? And then the big argument is, oh, y'all want listen, y'all want to be leaders, but ain't no leaders out there. You're not a lead. Is it fair for me to say, right? If I go to a car dealership and I want a Dodge Charger, right? And all they have is Nissan Maximas there. And I say, shit, they don't got the Dodge Charger, so there ain't no cars out here to be driven. I'm going to have to walk to work every day because there's no cars out here.
Wait, it's the analogy of cars to humans.
No,
Yeah, that's
That's why
That's
that's
not-
no.
but that's why it's called an analogy. You make an analogy. You make an analogy so
There
people
are-
can understand it because we all use
but it
vehicles.
has to.
There are cars that
Then I'll go to someone. Then I'll go to someone else.
Listen. Can I still use that Nissan Maxima to get to work?
yeah,
I made a
Yeah.
choice not to drive that Nissan Maxima.
right.
You women, you have leaders in us. Y'all choosing not to let us lead.
Mm.
We're here. Y'all asking for the leaders. We're here. But y'all making up every excuse in the world to say, oh, you're not making me in a comfortable space. What the fuck is a comfortable space? Life is
Let me, I have an
Nobody
example right here.
And that goes with the whole topic of this show, right? Emotional support.
Right.
All right,
So
you were a military
Emotional,
person.
like it's not.
You were a military person.
Yeah.
If you see your
Oh,
sergeant
he hardcore.
doing something that you are not okay with, do you feel comfortable letting him lead you into battle?
I have to let him lead me into battle. I have to. That is my sergeant. There's an allegiance I have to him.
Okay. So there's, a lot of
Maybe a
things
woman
that
would feel different about that.
go and on out there. They tell you, okay, do something that goes completely against what is right and what no.
Right. I get what you're saying.
What is right and what is in the rules.
Right.
Do you feel comfortable following that, knowing you're going to get in trouble or something bad is going to happen?
Listen, I don't
Yes,
feel
answer
no,
the question.
I don't.
Exactly.
I don't
Wait,
feel
good leader.
let
That's
me
all.
I'm
finish.
still gonna do it.
Let me finish. You don't feel comfortable. Okay. So why do you expect and this is not even a life or death situation like what I just said.
Mhm.
Why would you expect for somebody to follow something and they don't feel comfortable if you won't even do that? That's why I don't get about guys. Y'all won't follow something. And I used an extreme because yes, in the military situation, you do have to, because it's life or death or whatever. But you guys will not follow somebody if you do not feel comfortable with their leadership. Why do you
The
expect
relationship
for
shouldn't be
a
life or death.
woman to do the same if you won't do it? Would you follow if he was about to go and rob something, there's cameras all over, would you follow him?
Probably
No.
would. Depends. If that's my role, though.
If we're gonna both benefit from it, then probably niggas do it all the time. But right now in the space I'm not gonna do it now, of course not. But look, in a relationship, I'm not in a relationship with Iz. In a relationship, if you're asking for a leader, God gives you a leader, and you say, look at how he wear his
People
jeans.
are not following what
I'm
God
not
wants.
saying-
that's
People are not in
with him.
tune with God to be following what they.
Okay. A guy comes your way, and he's actually leadership qualified.
Mhm.
You guys are looking for Hercules. I am Jimmy Freeman. I am not Hercule fucking Lees. You understand what I'm saying? And Jimmy Freeman.
But that could be my Hercules. So
I can be your Hercules. Allow me to be your
can't be your
Hercules.
Hercules. Sorry.
Hey, Kat,
Oh, no,
allow
no.
him to be your Hercules. Not me. Not me. Come on. Y'all niggas are stupid. The next guy that come into your life, allow him to be your Hercules.
Yo, guys, this
Yeah.
just heating up. Yo, we got like 10 more minutes. I want to kind of move
All right,
a little bit. I don't want to just cut off.
We
you know
could have
what
a
I'm saying?
part 2 to this. Listen.
Yeah, we gonna have a part 2 though. Yo, Jen,
We
y'all
gonna have
come
a
back.
part 2.
I gotta come back though.
Yeah.
Still ain't even get my comment about the other question, the research question, but okay.
Now, so we talking about emotional support. This was heating up. I like this though. Emotional support, right? So I want to know if that's this. So I want to ask each of you before we end, right? And I'm gonna start with Jazz. What make a strong emotional connection to you?
communication,
Mm-hmm.
trust. That's about it.
Yeah.
If we're communicating on a daily basis, checking in with each other, and we trust each other, That's emotional support right there.
Okay. What about you, Jalissa? What makes a strong emotional connection?
A strong emotional connection. Communication.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's like
Healthy communication.
Healthy communication.
That's like the top
healthy
thing. Don't even ask me
communication.
the
Yeah,
same thing.
because you talk and talking
Mhm.
can open so many doors. Those deep conversations about who you are as your core. Those are the things that helps with the emotional.
And then she orgasms.
Being vulnerable
Yeah.
is tough.
That sexual fulfillment for me, though. I ain't gonna hold
All right. You could talk her right out them drawers.
Yeah, what about you, though, Jim? What about you? You got something that
What makes a strong emotional connection?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Finding emotions that you guys share that's mutual.
Mm.
And if it's a negative emotion, try to tell me how you got out that negative emotion, and I can share mine with you, so we could try to put our little strategies together and try to better ourselves in that negative state. If it's some positive emotion that we got together, let's dwell on them shits and stay in that energy. Yeah.
What about you, Kat? You got some, or you said you good?
I mean, communication. That's the main thing, really. Because that way you just understand and you know each other, and it just grows on a deeper and deeper level. So yeah.
All right. So I guess this was fire, man. I thank y'all for
lit.
coming
This
on.
is good.
Thank you,
For real.
guys.
But go ahead, guys. We're gonna send this out.
Yes, thank you, Jimmy, Jalissa, Catalina. We appreciate you guys
You know it.
coming to the show. It's been a lit one.
Yeah, it been very good.
This was a
Have
good
fun.
one.
Even though I
Yeah.
came in the second half, but
It's
we
all
still
good.
fun.
And I'm gonna say something. The Hot Talk Show, our next episode gonna be Why Won't Women Submit?
Oh Lord.
Cause that heated up. So we gonna I don't know, like do y'all want to join that one? Y'all can join that one too. Yo, Jim, I want
You know what? I would love to join that. Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yo,
Just
Jim,
let me know, bro.
I want you to do your closeout. Broadcast your show and all that. Do your thing, bro.
I bet. You already know, boy. It's your boy Convo. You know what I'm saying? My beautiful wife, Jalissa, to my left. You know what I'm saying? And we are the We Need to Talk podcast. You guys could check us out. As you can see on the description under our name, we are on